Give me thumbs up. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? This is my first live. Now my first live this. So, oh wait, let me. Now my first live this is actually my first live, so I really do not understand how this whole live thing works. So please let me know you guys are watching. Just give me a thumbs up, and please share the video, share the live, because we need people to come in. We want people in for coming because today they can deconstruct tourism in a salon. They can shake and scatter around for us and then put them together. Hello, Regina. Hello, Henry. Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I hope you stay with us during this live. Please share the video. We need people to come and check this out. Like I promised, hello, Mohammed Ba. Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the video. Please share this live because today I'm going to be talking tourism salon. This is not a special one for me salon people. Today they can answer some of the questions they won't. I don't fire me with. Hello, Mr. Ba. Hello, how are you doing? How you guys doing? I see when I don't begin the share, when I continue the share because we need people to come on this live, so we're going to forget a proper discussion. You know, like I say, well, like I don't they always don't they put out there say I need for come and talk to me people and I'm not going to lie, the love is felt. I feel the love. You know, people are reaching out to me, people are sending messages, and also today I want for can answer them questions today, and hopefully if I can answer any question we get for come up. I'm doing fine, Regina. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? So guys, yeah, share the live so people know that we did live and we ready or me ready for answer the questions there. And for those viewing internationally, this live is going to be in Creole because the questions that I'll be answering today are salon Sierra Leone based was Sierra Leone related questions and salon problem the money we well the problem them plenty but today the problem one can't talk about now the tourism problem today me one can rub me mouth pan small and deconstruct one or two things then see if I can able for put them together. So let we go to share the likes no more let we share the live and then let's see how people then go to come in. Okay, so guys, thumbs up guys, thumbs up. Let me see if I can able get me salon music going small now. Can you guys actually hear me? Una already on the live right now, they hear me proper. Una they hear me una already on the live. And please, as you come on the live, identify yourself so we know who that there with you, because we get with family, they would come up on the page. The one they would all right at the page say they get for come today with we, so they expect for see them back with we today. Regina, this salon problem the mona, you tell me ba. Good. That's very good. We need for Yagi we serve. Mr. This buyer look familiar. Could this be the same Mr. Ba? Please, Mr. Ba, if you still there with we go way for identify. Say I recognize this face here. This face look familiar to me. Mr. Ba, Mr. Mohammed Ba, how you doing? Oh yeah, thank you so much, Una. Thank you so much for the likes. I'm really appreciating this. I really appreciate. How man they do, how man they do. I still dey try to understand how this live thing they work. It's quite the technology here. This actually me. Ooh. As soon as see problem don't begin to happen. I dey try to understand the technology, the phone, the phone for me. Yeah, so guys, as soon as they share this whole thing, as soon as they share the live in link, I think say I will begin to go small into waiting I can talk because they already laugh me so. Tourism na me thing, but technology, I still dey try to understand technology. But with my own support and everything, I believe say one fine day I will understand this technology, how to work my way around it. And like I say, it's my first time, so please, when I saw you for me, But today I know I'm not planning for can't take too much time because this is actually my first time they do this, and I know one for can't spend so much time now weighing and understand because it's one thing for come online, it's another for see I get for come back again. But I want for begin they drop into the topics them, and for the one way get for watch this later, una no say I also they think about una get for watch and later. So it's all fine. And if for some reason you watch this video later and you get a question, you can still drop out at the comment section on this live or the video get for come after, and I will try to answer it on the next live. So let's keep on to that. But the reason today why I actually say, you know what, let me come and answer them questions there is because some of the questions that I'm literally not able to answer and under the comments. It's like and I don't feel like I'm able to express myself the way I go want to express myself if I just go write 1, 2, 3 words. And so I feel like it's probably best for me to come able to explain myself properly to una go able forget the feel of the answer, but also when I get the opportunity for reach out to me, ask una your own question, then right here and now. Hello, only one day they come in. Hello guys. Yeah, so like I be say, I posted something on Facebook. I got my computer in here me because I want to really read the question where come, because this question where come, to be honest, it's so it was so interesting. Like I said, I be one answer and quick. But I kind of notice if I answer this thing, I really not able to say everything what I want to say. Hello guys. The one that they jump in. Hello, now they watch me right now. Hello. So like I said, this question was posted under my introduction post. You know, as soon as I know, I just started this Facebook and I'm talking about tourism and all. People. Hello guys, sorry, the internet they give me small issue there, but like I say, on my introduction post I introduce myself, talk about what thing I they do while I'm on Facebook, introduce myself as a tourism expert, talk about how I don't study tourism, they work with tourism, and even get my own consultancy company by the name of Faven Consulting. Here you can see I dey sip from my own mug this evening during this live. I talk about, well, I write a little bit right up about myself. A lot of people have family question, but one of the questions that were really stuck out to me was a question by a page, and this page there's wait, I try to pull up the question now, but this page asked me a very interesting question. And then I thought to myself, I was like, wow, okay, now people that don't get me attention and all. Hi, Mabinti Kamara, how are you doing? Hi, Hasanatu Rogers. How una they do? Welcome to the live. So like I was saying, the question was posted by a page called Sierra Leone's Kitchen. Now, let me say that page, if you're on Facebook, please. Oh, thank you, Famata Kamara. Thank you. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Hello. Well, let me see. so I can say hi. Like I say, I still try to understand how this life thing do work. Wanna bear with me. So like I said, the page will post the question named Sierra Leone's Kitchen. Now, if you go check on the page, the profile picture is actually of Lafidi, one of my favorite all-time African salon dish, I go say. Laka man, welcome to the live. Thank you for tuning in. But I go straight to the question. The question said, good morning, Esther. I came across your page this morning. One question, please. As a tourist expert, you are given the responsibility to lead the Ministry of Tourism. What can you deliver in the first 100 days? Me people are not a problem, so special entertainment, welcome, hi. Not a problem, so. But as soon as I can hear you from the question, this person want to know if they give me the responsibility of leading the Ministry of Tourism, what thing I would deliver in the on the first 100 days. Then when I can check this question out on the post where I introduce myself. This is where they post this question. Now, when I receive this question, like I said, I'll be one for answer there right quick. But then I understand, say, it takes so much than just a quick answer for able to get to the depth of this. Because this person literally, they ask, how can you come and fix the tourism industry? Because there's so many underlying questions then and this question when I get for take me time and discuss each issue. But as you don't think about this question, thank you, Lakaman. As you don't think about this question and come to the conclusion, say, first, we shouldn't be thinking about delivery. We should be thinking about other things then first. Because before you deliver, other things can get for camp, but they can't do that in a minute. But I want to start for explain, first of all, that in tourism, or the type of tourism we me know, or who say me own role in tourism right now, I am a development consultant. That means for say I consult on how you get for develop a tourism attraction, how for design a tourism tourist product, and so on and so forth. So that's really my own domain. So for can take me from that world day, and for can put me into a political position, in the reality of the matter is really not feasible. And I'm saying that because when you think about it, for come and be a minister, because that's what this role will be, for lead the Ministry of Tourism, you get for be a minister. You get for get a I would say technical knowledge or technical savvy. Hello, Mr. Yusuf Jallo. Welcome to the show. Technical knowledge alone, like I'm saying, is not enough. You need more to it. So personally, if they give me that role or somebody say can't lead, I will try to go do my homework first, know what thing I get into. Because it's one thing where you're in the outside looking at a post, say, oh, now this and this and this for change. But it's a whole other thing where you actually day inside that setting there and begin to make changes. And then back again, we get to understand, say, when you did get into then kind position then the government where they hire you already gets them plan an agenda for that ministry, the way you get for fall into. So all those factors and plenty more one able for name all like yeah. Them factors then they go affect how much I'm able for deliver. Talk less of the first 100 days. And to be honest, any new position where you start in, especially that high up, you are expected to produce results. But I will tell you, good results, sustainable results, is not something we're able to produce in 100 days. 100 days, we're talking about 3 months. Anybody who can tell you, say, or begin to promise you, say, and they can't do this for you in 3 months, they do this in 3 months. Any person in the political space will begin to talk that, begin suspect that person in the agenda. Because I dey work with the government of Sweden, and I understand, by the way, I live in Sweden and I dey work under a government agency, and I understand how much, if you want to make one tiny little change, how much desk then that change again for go. There's so much protocol around it. You need to able for make a quick change like that. So for me, I would say 100 days. Somebody can promise or me or can say this is it's not happening. It had for me that happen. So let we start there first. But if I were to ask as an expert or consultant and say can consult on wetin the tourism ministry need for do for me will be successful in tourism. Hello guys, only one day where they can now the names and they go so fast I need to able see because I they talk at the same time, but no, you guys are welcome to this live. Thank you so much. Thank you for the people that are liking, the thumbs up. Wait, I can see people when you do this live, they say thumbs up when I send me love, so please now do the same thing, but if I was consulting the Minister of Tourism here or the government onto how in how for structure the tourism sector for more be successful, I would start with 5 recommendations. Thank you, Regina. I see stars. I don't know what that means. I'm new to this thing, but when I thank you. I don't know what's the happy right now, but I did see the love. But like I did say, with this, I will give 5 recommendations, and these are for build a platform, for build a foundation. I would say where in anything else we want can add pan tourism go start from now. The first of the recommendation there is for do a proper assessment. This is something when the government will give this position or whatsoever must have done. But for the person where they come into this new role, or if I was stepping into this new role, an assessment need to be done. Let me put myself in the position of me they come into this role because the question was asked to me. So now they can't put me in that position. If I was coming into the tourism ministry for can leader, the first thing I want to do is assess who are the people that I'm working with. Assess what are the projects that we don't work with so far. Assess their strength and their weaknesses. Assess the overall success I will say of this ministry of different projects and what they don't do in the past. And the reason why I'm saying this, it's different way they do an onboarding process, and the onboarding process now way they can't take a new position. You get for know what they can do, or the people not like no you know what they can make them hire you, but for know the people and way they work with and the new environment where you don't come. I need for know the people and where are they work with, what they don't, what they able for do for me, because at the end of the day, for me the tourism work, we get competent people. They say this every day, and I'm not even gonna blink at that for say we tourism industry as it is now, the people that they run and they are highly incompetent. They are highly incompetent because you see the lapses, you see the mistakes them. You don't even need for be a tourism expert for me. You see, Sierra Leone's kitchen. The person will ask me this question don't reach now the life. Sierra Leone kitchen, see don't listen proper because now you answer they give you. So the first 100 days, what would I do? I still on the first point of 5. Now, like I say, assessments, because we don't see the people who they work with the tourism so far highly incompetent. They're all over the place. Doing things that we're not closely related to the needs that where Salon as a destination right now need. Today, a very interesting conversation was happening on my Facebook, and this conversation was about the airport tax, right? And the airport tax is $25, and comment after comment, person after person, they say this is not good. It's strangling with tourism industry. It's because people will not understand the state and condition outside Salon as a tourism destination where they strangle us. But back again to what I try to say is assessment. I want to know what they work with. Second, and this is where the shaking they start pan this talk here, yeah. The second thing I would want to do is reconstruct the whole ministry. Now, this is something where maybe as a minister, I wouldn't be able to do, or any minister able to do, without the backing of the government of the day, or the president, or whosoever it is. You will not be able to do this second point without them. You need political will. Now, bear with me. Now, Salon right now, we get a tourism, with tourism ministry is called tourism and cultural, I think. But tourism and culture, they jam them together, make them one ministry. Now, that is so wrong on so many levels. That is actually stunting with growth as a tourism destination, but as a country. Now, I dey say this because we take culture, for example, right? Thank you. Finally, Ambassador don't reach. Ambassador Youngest Medish. Welcome to the live. Now, let's take culture, for example, right? Culture not just for tourism. Culture is also for the citizens them of Sierra Leone. Today, with the Gomulan Salon say, oh, Saloma no get culture. We even don't get music and they sing, like you culture, hey, Sierra Leone, I like you culture. Because when they try to remind people and for like their own culture, because people are forgetting about we culture. The only way they go to salon today, you see them they practice culture, now the villages there, in the the one who they call the country, then they practice culture. Why is this so? It's because culture is not encouraged in we administrative system. It's not encouraged. And now they see that they try small, then they draw it, they say go call paramount chief here, then go do this and go do that. Guess what? Fix the problem by having a whole ministry where they deal with just cultural issues then. For have a ministry where they deal with just cultural issues then, because culture in itself need in your ministry, it need in your processes there. It need in your type of handling, because they go pick resources for can present. Putting culture and tourism together, they harm the tourism. It is stunt time because it overload the people them in the tourism. Now think of it, right? You have culture here functioning as a separate body, right? As a separate ministry to your processing and all. Imagine the work we then go able to do. The focus will be placed on developing new why they say developing and refining beyond culture, capturing all the elements and all the aspects of different culture. Then salon will reach in culture. When people like you say salon not get culture, it can really baffle me, because I'm thinking out of 16 ethnic groups, I believe we get. How comes we not get no culture? We do have culture, but we are not taking care of our culture. We need to refine our culture. That's why we depend borrow culture. And if we continue at this rate, we get for lose with culture. So that's why for me, my second recommendation will be separate tourism and culture. Now, the benefits of separating that is because one, we're able for work on two different agendas where both they help each other. They will be, and they come later on in me points them for sure how they get for they help each other. In fact, that's actually my next point. How they get for they help each other. But you also they create jobs. They create jobs. Just for go put everything on only one side like that, forget everything together like that. You're not creating jobs. Because one great person will get two positions. One great person in two positions, how effective that person they get for be in position? How effective can tourism be if tourism they try for refine and the tourists, they try for develop tourist attractions there, and at the same time then they try back for promote tourism. That's why we tourism ministry so bata everything they open down. I'm sorry, but today I need for can talk me mind. Now person ask me a question at the answer big. But this is the reason why we see this disconnect. This is why we see the disconnect. This is why we see say the material we put out there is not of quality. The image what we put out there is distorted. The image is confusing to people. Because we don't even know what kind of destination we are. We dey put all them big word and power self. Eco-tourism, this tourism, heritage, this, that. But are we actually developing that form of tourism? Salon today, as you reach na free also, na the tourism tap, even at that self. But anyway, man, not go too much into that. Man, continue per my list, yeah. So that's second. Remember, the first one for doing assessments. The second one, reconstruct the whole ministry if there is chance to it. Separate culture and tourism. Now, the third thing we go like for do is collaborations with other ministries. Oh my God, this is so important to a level where people are not even understand. For example, the country where are they, Sweden, right? Sweden now gets something called Ministry of Tourism. Now, there's a very good reason for this. Tourism, they cut across all walks of life, all disciplines there. They cut across a whole lot of things there. Because just about anything can be tourism. Just about anything can be tourism. And we need everything for aid tourism. We need it. I can always try for use the example of having a home, right? Let's say you get a house by Godrich. Let's say the nice area where they see the beach, they see mountain and everything. And you know, say you backyard, the view nice, but you host is scatter. Everything they upside down, right? Let's say that. Though you go invite people and say come. For me, that house they be put together, the people they within at that house, everything at that house they get for be used for make the house day together, may look presentable. So whether visitors there go come, they not go only enjoy the view out there, then go enjoy waiting there inside the house. It's very important with collaborations them in tourism. And why make the kind of collaborations that they talk now with other ministries, right? In the past point where I make, they say I talk about culture different ministry. Now you have somebody in culture where they work under tourism. But back to what they try to say about Sweden. In Sweden, they not get ministry. No, there's no such thing as tourism ministry. You find tourists, people who they work with tourism in different or in various different, I would say, ministries there where they sit on, they work with them from the national level to the regional level, even to the local level. In any ministry or commission where important to the tourism, you find people and we sit on the way they work with tourism. Now, going back to me answer why again, collaborations. The ministries that way at the top of me right now, where I see for say tourism need for create a collaborations with, at least have a representative from tourism who sit down under their ministry there. So where will they push the tourism agenda? Where will they communicate with the minister in deputy, the secretary, then directors then for push the agenda of tourism? One of such is aviation, immigration. The two most important ministries then where international tourists where they can as alone are the first two ministries then they able for now the first two ministries then when they come in contact with, even if the tourists know two ministry then they, because for many tourists can as alone in need visa. How visa process they go? Do they think about the tourists in your convenience, whether they how would I say, do they think about the tourist inconvenience, whether they create visa laws them, how easy then they make them for people and for coming inside salon? This is just immigration. But aviation, not too long ago, I think it was during the COVID, when the COVID hit, people at the Kana airport, and one problem after another, there was no communication between tourism or even the aviation, the people. It was just a mess. Everything was a mess. My point now is we need for have collaborations with other ministries, them everything, like I say, immigration, aviation, road and transport, youth, sports, entertainment, women, welfare, just about any ministry where we think for say, okay, this then the aid waiting we they do. not only on the national level but also on the regional level. We need to get people and they will work with tourism through them partnerships. There, it will be easier for create quality tourist products them. For example, imagine us having a really good collaborations with the Ministry of Lands. Then we can easily do something where they call zoning. Zoning is a term when they use in city planning or town planning, but in tourism would they adapt that through zoning. You zone the whole area, you say okay, yeah, now tourists and get for the waka waka. So when they go the waka waka, now we will do X, Y, and Z things, then provide all the amenities, then provide the I will say transportation. You just say make that area they so easy for the tourists and for move. A country where they implement that, or where they implement that right now a country like Gambia. If you go Gambia, there's an area called Senegambia, I think. Yeah, Senegambia. That area you don't see a tourist and they not all kind alaki poda self or taxi that they allow for work for past that area. If you don't get anything for do with tourists, then no, because they want to create an environment for make tourists then feel comfortable. But in Salon, the only way we for do this, if we get the Ministry of Lands, for example, they collaborate with tourism for make this happen. So collaborations between ministry, I think for say is very important for more we lay that foundation, for more we build a very good tourism product. So that's point number 3. Now we come to point number 4. And point number 4 is so important. I cannot stress that enough. Because right now, we they see the effects of it. Tell me, how many times una don't go na beach and you pass na beach, you they see one beach back to another beach bar, one beach back to another beach bar. All they make noise, all man they make is sonko. There is no cohesion. Everybody they do in what he wants for do. We have a private sector where the people they want to do good. They want to develop the tourists. They want to develop the destination. They want to do things. They have the money. They have the power. But then we have a public sector when they provide them the guidelines to do that. This is why my 4th point now will be public-private sector relationship. We need for build that relationship. We need and the public sector have to provide the right resources. And when I mean resources, is not money, because no, be honest, if government say get money now, money will go lent. Especially Salon government, if they say they get money now, either donor money or money where they go lent. In general do not have money, but guess what? Governments get resources, then get land space, then get how go say other type of resources that whether they support the private sector, because what can happen in this governance, because government and public go together, it's a governance relationship. What can happen is that then they go into a partnership, build a governance, and in that partnership the governments they can a planning together, then they do this thing together, and the private sector they come and feel confident in the government for pointing down. In Salon we they see that they happen in a laissez-faire mode. Laissez-faire is a term is a French term when do it you are also just happen. That is a good thing. But in we own, I go say in we own, I try for fame the word now. In tourism, that need to work. Tourism, you know just a left and make it grow like that. If you left and make just happen like that by itself, trust me, it come back and bite you. And there are some destinations that we can take that risk, but Sierra Leone, we cannot take that risk. We're not for take that kind of risk themselves, because this is why we see different kind of images them of Salon being projected out there. You get one investor where they bring can people there for can show them how poor Salon is. You get another one where they build a luxury hotel. You get another one where they show wildlife. It's so confusing. We're not moving towards the same goal. And the reason why we're not moving towards the same goal is because the relationship between the public and the private is not as cemented as it's supposed to be. We're not working together. So me being in that position is to actually make sure, say, the public and the private sector are working together. And please, I want to understand, say, this is under the condition, say, within 100 days waiting for happen. Now, like I say, this is just talking up here, because in reality of it, you get so many other things there where they be as an hindrance for that for happy. But like I was saying, public and private sector need to be on the same page. They need to be on the same page from a national level to a regional level to even to the local level. We need for calling people there come in. We need for entice them people there. Say, okay, you know what? If no one can develop, look, we get plenty lana. Yeah. If you one can develop this and this is what you would help now with. Like I say, land is just one type of help. How about financial help? A government cannot go in and say, okay, we get this money. Not to all turn and get that money there, but guess what? A government can go in and say, okay, you know, we they reduce taxes for one way one can do this type of development according to this plan. We can talk to the banks there or stand and do a partnership with una in the bank there for me bank then lend una money for more develop na ya. There's so much you can do in that space, but that relationship is very, very, very important. Now, moving on. Hi to all the people that are coming in. Hi, Collins Inspiration. Call Inspiration. Okay, that's the name. Call Inspiration. Hi, Blaze and everybody else. Ayomedi. Hello, guys. Welcome to the live. We're talking about Sierra Leone tourism. We they talk about how for fix the tourism if I were to be given that opportunity. Now, moving on to my final point on how to fix this. My final point would be to decentralize the ministry. Now, when we they talk about decentralize, this is something where we don't hear so much na salon. If you're a Sierra Leonean, you're in Sierra Leone, you understand, say, everything when it comes to the seat of power is clustered around Freetown, clustered in Freetown. All the ministries are in Freetown. All things in Freetown. Now, typically, and like I said, I'm saying this from an outsider point of view. Typically, you see when governments don't sit on a Freetown, they wouldn't have Freetown, don't talk to themselves, right? They say, okay, we they go excursion, then take per diem, then they go upline, then go there, they 1-2 days, then they come out, they take picture, they can put online, and that's it. Case closed, all thing done. We need to see no real development. And this is when I say we have to decentralize the ministry. Like I say, tourism is something where you do with the grassroots, is bottom-up approach. You cannot build tourism from an up, take and down approach. You get for build the bottom down approach. You get for work with private sector, the locals then. Because one of the problems the way one gets, right, is for you for neglect the locals then and just go encroach na their own space because you want to entertain tourists. This not something where within tourism, it's a risk within tourism. I'm not going to lie to you. And actually, I think it was yesterday I was reminded about this risk. Somebody commented under one of them posts there what I make. He said, we don't need tourism in Sierra Leone because, and I'm paraphrasing now, because of westernized thinking and all that thing. And that for me puts a red in. Oh, these are the things that they cause cancer within tourism, within a destination, where the locals then begin to say, look, we don't want tourists there. And we think can cause this problem where in the locals they feel like they're too distant from the authorities then. And in tourism, for bridge that, you need for decentralize. You need for come out from. Okay, let me put it in plain terms. We need to create regional offices then. Not just one office in Freetown. No, we need regional offices then. Each regional office, they control the affairs of that region then. That means for saying, that they get for map out, that they get for plan, in accordance with waiting the main ministry, the agenda where the main ministry gets. But each region Instead, get in small offices them on around, because each destination need for enter this whole map of tourism in Sierra Leone. Why would they say this? Is because waiting the north they offer as a tourist product, maybe the south they offer, waiting the east they offer, maybe the west they offer. It is non-productive for we for only focus on free time, because right now you Google anything but salon. Most of the things the way they come up now waiting day na free time. We're not seeing things the way they upline. We're not seeing the attraction they upline. And even if you were to find information about the attraction the way they upline, most of the times you don't know how to get there. One of the major problems that will begin at salon, not to all the sites the way people want to go see, the way first of all develop to that point so people want to go see, or where they even get the right stuff the way tourists they need, amenities. Some places don't even get site for lodge. They don't. I don't know, would I be the talk to one thing, but for go some site upline, they say we'll not get hotel room. And I'm like, really? And will they promote tourism? Because all the hotel and they don't build in a free town. All the hotel and they don't build in a free town. Now you get hotel and a free town where Timapu no get guests then. And we get so much resources now upline where people in Kebu go see. So we need for decentralize the seat of power within tourism, for me then go na different areas them, thereby catching the locals them, for me the locals then be part of this development. Now these are the 5 points them we me feel like is the first thing to for start with, because you get for start with a base, you get for start from somewhere before you can come in and say, okay, no, it's a little big market. I am strongly against the idea of marketing Sierra Leone right now as it is. Because in tourism, image is everything. You image now everything. If people begin to perceive you as one thing, trust me, you will spend millions for change that image. And Sierra Leone, we get to understand, say, we already don't get images and when they beyond we own control to some extent, we don't really put a stain on the country. We don't get war. We don't get Ebola, mudslide and all in things, then the political unstableness, all that don't affect we. All that don't affect we image. Now you go na salon, you put salon tourism, the best thing will come up for you na pictures them of number 2. Trust me, I don't show people there. I don't even do that quick search day. And they tell people I say when I go and check salon. They go say, oh, we see this fine beach, but that's it. Every other image where they can don't be. And the thing is, when they invite people in for camp, what they can see, then they go talk about. What they can experience, then they go talk about. And that word of mouth, they harm we more than they do we good. So this is why me are they against marketing at this point, at this time where we did. If it's anything, let we learn how for market we serve towards with domestic tourists them, with domestic tourism. Because me and you two know say the actual fact of it. Whether in the Allah say tourism this, the one that they flop that country now we the diasporans there. We the diasporans now we they flop that country right now when they say tourists and they come, the tourists don't begin the boom. Because every other person that's where they travel go to Sierra Leone is either an NGO worker or a business travel. Not too many tourists and then they left for go to that country there. Because all the odds are against us. In sense, one, we have the natural resources, that I'm not going to lie. We get the natural resources, but guess what? Just because you get the product for cook a soup doesn't mean that the soup is cooked. Just because you get raw rice doesn't mean that you get raw rice, you get cassava leaf, you get fish, doesn't mean that you get cassava leaf and rice. No. Somebody with the skilled hands need to cook that food. That is one thing. Product-wise, we're not there. Price-wise, salon are one of the most expensive places for go. And thanks to all the new laws the way they don't can put, everything from tourist levy to airport tax and all anything they are. It don't make the destination so expensive for visit. And then let's talk about accessibility. The airport traffic in Sierra Leone is not much compared to other places there. I mean, even Guinea get more traffic, flight traffic than we do. This is why they can't see. When I mark me word, if nothing is being done towards the situation right now with the airport tax and all them things, and a lot of diasporans and maybe they flow up that count, we all get for jump go na Guinea. Because people at the end of the day, when they go holiday, yes, you want to spend, but what you they spend for be worth it. Now, salo you they spend heavily when you reach the airport, they will give you hell. Imagine that. Pay your money back again. So that's the expensive side and the accessibility side, because airport the flight traffic is not that much. But then when you actually reach the country, it's hard for you to access places there unless you get a local way all you hand. And it shouldn't be that way. If a local get for all you earn for waka around in a tourist destination is not tourist friendly. No matter how we they try for beginning to say, oh, we country tourist friendly. Let me tell you now one problem we get in salon force. This is why I say we need to collaborate between ministries and right. Most advanced country there, even the non-advanced country, the most tourist destination them get signed, the road signs them where they point tourists to different attraction. So with a map, a tourist can take himself from point A to point B to get to whatever place you want for go for see for himself. But tell me, when they drive na Salo, when don't visit Salo, when they na Salo, when I tell me in the comments section below, do we have signs them where they point tourists them to different destination them? Do we have signs? We don't. Accessibility is very, very, very restrained in a salon. You cannot, as a tourist, where you get no connection to salon, reach there and actually make your way around the country. And it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't. Now, when you reach the country itself, hotel, because salon, let me tell you, my tell first, if you pay for one net hotel, you're paying for 3 different rooms then. And the unfortunate fact is the price and the value doesn't reflect. People don't have a problem to pay. I mean, Botswana gets one of the most expensive is one of the most expensive tourist destinations them in Africa. But guess what? People go there because what's it then the tourist products what then they offer, if way with the money where you spend. It's worth it. But let me ask yourself. Some of una then one day they call themselves tour operators then. Somebody sent me something just a day ago. They charge $1,600, how many $100 for a tour. And I'm thinking to myself, you know how much a person don't pay in flight tickets? You know how much a person don't pay in hotel? You can't charge that amount there. It's expensive. It's very expensive. Let's be honest to ourselves. It's expensive. So, back to the question for my begin wrap things them up because Alex, I don't look the thing there. For me, we able for begin fix with tourism sector. First of all, we careful look at the people that we work with. We need competent people. People that won't sabi what they do. We need for get to priorities them right. Separate things that will not belong together. We need for know the people, the kind of partnerships that we need for work with. We need for build relationship because tourism is all about relationship. And we get close to the people that we actually get for make this happen. But then feel like say they be part of the process, which are the local people then. We need to do that. Until we don't get that fixed, anything else what we do now waste of money. Because you go pay money out there, they promote tourism, where the tourists they can see which kind of lucky they would pay. Trust me, then go say nice experience, not doing that again. I see the comments there. Sierra Leone's Kitchen said today tourists are shifting, I guess you're trying to say, from hotel to home rental. Yeah, well, this is not anything this is not something where it's uncommon. Because now with the rise of Airbnb, we see people and they choose that option the more. Because of the Airbnb, we see people and they choose that. And in Sierra Leone, that get for end up for be the case, thereby putting their hotels there out of business. Their hotels there, I feel like if I can say this, if you get a hotel, a guest house, or you know person will get that, I think the focus, therefore shift their focus from just providing accommodation and look at how else we go able for entertain people and what other products them. Salon, then this is it, hotel, or then get a restaurant, or then get a hall or a pool. That's the best thing they can offer. But there is so much more. There's so much more we can do for able for. There's so much more we can able for do for able for get people and for want to go to the hotel. And the hotels, then, to be honest, I understand and strains them because running costs very expensive for Duna Salon. I mean, electricity, light, electricity and water. Back again to I go say infrastructure, but this is where in collaborations with other ministries then go work, because with good collaborations with other ministries there, some of their infrastructural issues there we they fix them. Thank you, Call Inspiration. Thank you very much. Like I said, for more fix the infrastructure there or any other thing, we need to get the right collaborations there. We need to implement this sent home rentals. A tourist can rent one room self-contained for 3 days or more. Let me tell you one of the problems I get with rental in general in Sierra Leone. You as a Sierra Leonean, one of the Sierra Leonean they were there on this live, tell me, can the normal Sierra Leonean within a salon right now able to afford rental in salon with today's economy? When I think so. And the reason why I'm saying this, let's be honest. Like I tell you now, most of the tourists that they go salon are we, the diaspora. Most of we get some we get for go lodge. So the one the way they go na the hotel there, na the NGOs, then the one they win a company they pay for them. And tell me how many Sierra Leoneans then will say they are homeowners to that point where they will say, okay, they rent their own places them out. And most of them places, they are not hold to the standard. They don't hold to the standard. So tell me. However, if I can just give a free tip right now, maybe we should start looking at home rental in the provinces for people and where they tongue, because soon people and they can't begin games with free tongue and go apply for go visit. Let us see how can we get this idea begin to work within the locals then first. For me, I would say the focus after putting the groundwork should be promoting domestic tourism. Promoting it at the most basic level. And from there now we can begin to say for bringing international people in the mix. Thank you so much for the one the way they send and then comments there. Please guys, I'm gonna be on this live for 5 minutes more. So if you have any questions or any comments, anything you would like to add, you can write that now and then I will address it. We have 5 minutes to go. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. I really do appreciate. This is actually my first live and already you guys are making me feel at home and feel like maybe I should be doing this more often. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. It's very interesting to see how, you know, with such small changes to certain issues, then we can fix a bigger problem. Because let we be honest, Sierra Leone is not that kind of difficult destination for fix. We get all the right ingredients there. But like I say, having the ingredients doesn't mean you have a cooked meal. Having the ingredients doesn't mean so you are ready to dish out that meal. I see some of we Nigerian people in this picture, in this I would say in this live, and even in the page I see people from Ghana. For example, let's take Ghana for example. Ghana has perfected the tourists by having a very niche tourist type or tourist and the type of tourism where they promote, where they develop. I mean, Ghana hosted the Year of Return. I think they don't get a couple of years now on the rerun, will boost the economy. I did a seminar about this and did a presentation on how Ghana economy went from about the tourism income or tourism generated income went from $500 million in 1 year, and after the implement year of return went to 1 point something billion dollars, just because of they get it right. They find a product, they narrow and down, they package and well, get everybody else on board on this. And guess what? They open the door and say, okay, you know what? Internationally, una come. And there they have the success. I would definitely recommend people to go check them out. Year of return. Yes, guys. We're coming to an end on this live now. Oh, thank you, Sierra Leone's Kitchen. I'll be fit to say, you know, we will be top this or because you question this. By the way, do you feel like I answer your question? I know you not be there in the beginning, but I try level best for answer this question. Do you feel like you had the answer to your question? Now, Sierra Leone's Kitchen, now they asked this question where I be try for answer today, the first 100 days. But anyways, guys, I have 2 minutes to go. I want to say a big thank you once again for everyone that tune in, watch this live, and even the ones. Oh, thank you, Laka Laka Man. Trust me, I like your name, Laka Laka Man. Okay, Lakaman. Okay, not to Lakaman. Sorry, Lakaman. Thank you very much. I'll keep it up. And yeah, if you guys want to see this once a week, then I need questions, because without questions, I don't know I can't talk. Although there's so much I can talk about tourism, but we need the questions then. So thank you guys. Thank you very much. And for those that be watching this after the live don't end, you still can ask your question. Just put them down below. Answer me question. I want to ask a question. Okay. Which question you want for ask? Regina say want to ask a question. Please go ahead. What question do you want to ask? I have 1 minute to go. I'm waiting. Request. Regina. Okay, this now we say the problem don't kind because I don't know how this live thing work. So what is a request? Do you let me see. Regina, to be honest, I really don't know how to control this. You requested to be live. Okay. You know what? Next time I'm going live, I will try to figure out how that work, and then you will come on live. But if you have a question, pose it now. So I have a project that I will one day establish, and it will help to boost tourism. Oh, Sierra Leone's Kitchen. You might tell me more about that? Not at all, but you're doing great. Thank you very much. My baby says I think she wants you to add her next time. Okay, next time, please. Not sorry for me. Me and technology. I need to go back to school for go learn this whole thing. But thank you guys so much. I see the time don't clock for me for say tata, and thank you very much to everyone that was on this live. Thank you for everybody who get for see this. And till the next question come, maybe in a week's time or maybe in 2 days, you never know. Oh, here comes the last minute question. What is the meaning of domestic tourism? Well, as the word itself says, domestic, that means home. Home. Domestic tourism is a tourism where they happen within a destination. Let's say Salon, for example. Salon are a country, right? When the inhabitants them of Sierra Leone, the people who are inside Salon, the people inside Salon begin to travel inside Salon because of tourism. That is domestic tourists. Let's say if somebody from Freetown go upline, go Kono, for example, for go check out the mines at Kono, you know, go na hotel day, spend time day. That is domestic tourism. And this is the kind of tourism I feel like we need for promoting a Salon, because when we promote that, we begin to be proud of we country. then you dey begin to see easy forget a white tourist say can enjoy with tourism, right? Let us say a bonus minute now. I might just give something a quick example. For example, the Kabbalah Warawara mountain where people in the climb every New Year. We get that festival and round Sierra Leone where they happy during the festive time. If we build those, we package them well, and we begin to promote them within country, may not just be say the people are from in Kabalanga, then they go, the people are from this, but we begin to get people from other town, then we begin push that. We begin to see how because at the end of the day, if we are not liking with destination, if we need to do things and with destination, it will be really hard for me. We get outsiders and for can enjoy. We need for enjoy with country. The more we enjoy with country, the easier it is for we for sell with country any side. But guys, I really don't go over the 1 hour mark. But I'm not be even thinking if I can't talk this much. But thank you guys so much for everything. Only questions that we don't care, and I'm looking forward to our questions there. And Regina, definitely next time when I come, we'll do this. I definitely go find a way for add you. Sierra Leone's Kitchen, thank you. Mabinti, thank you. Yeah, Call Inspiration, thank you. My Nigerian brothers, sometime, I hope soon I would do a live that I would, do something, talk on something that's related to Nigeria. But thank you very much, guys. I have to go now. You take care and bye-bye.